All right, guys, welcome to React and Chill. On this channel, you know what I like to do. I like to react, I like to chill. We're just going to be chilling here, chilling and talking about The Warning, which is one of my favorite bands. And I thank you guys for helping me find this band. And it was you guys that kind of helped me on where to go as far as what to react to and stuff like that. And it was great. And I think The Warning is a very, they're an amazing band. I would consider them to be a powerhouse rock band. A powerhouse rock band, let's say that. And I would say that they've definitely taken the world by storm. Well, maybe there's other places in the world that have yet to hear about them, but they're going to take them. They're going to take them by storm, okay? That's what's going to happen there. And in this video, we're going to explore what makes The Warning so good. What is the secret behind this band's energy? What's going on here? And to do this, we need to explore the strengths of the band and find out how effective they are on their own. Okay? So let's start with Danny. You have three members. Let's start with Danny. Danny is the guitarist of the band. As you guys know, you're watching this because you're probably a fan of The Warning, so you know this, right? Watch the one commenter be like, I did not even know. Who is Danny? No, that's not happening. But yeah, Danny is the guitarist. And she's what I consider to be a riff master. A riff master. Danny's ability to deliver dank riffs is definitely exemplified in their material. Danny is able to create a sound that is both heavy and melodic. And especially in their early material, what I'm about to say here, Danny's ability to create cool and catchy rock riffs that were like reminiscent of like rock bands from like the 1970s. Okay. Some people may say, some naysayers, I can already see it. I gotta see it because the overlap with Bandmate, which I love Bandmate too. I love Bandmate and I love The Warning. I can love both. Okay. But you know, there's gonna be someone be like, she's not that good, bro. Like she's not that technical. Like, it's like, whoa. Being technical doesn't mean being more technical doesn't mean you're necessarily good in creating like catchy hooks, and that's what they're doing. Like, the thing is, Danny is good at what she does, and she's very quick at learning things and showing that she does have these new techniques and things. Like, for example, the other day I was listening to Automatic Sun, and the stuff she was doing or with the pick on the fret and all that stuff, I was like, what is going on here? You know, that's so cool to see her do. And I was like, hey, that's something new that I haven't seen her do in other songs. That's pretty cool. And she will break out solos here and there when needed. But what she does well, and that is just play really good riffs. And not only does she play guitar, she also sings. Danny can hit the lows and the highs, expressing herself as needed by the lyrics flowing from her mouth. Okay, all while being the backbone of the band's sound, providing the foundation of their high energy performance. It's like she does an amazing job. Okay, and with only three members, like you don't have any room to mess up. Okay, all right. If Danny can't, if something happens with Danny's guitar, you are definitely going to hear it because it's going to be like, oh, we just have a bass and drum sequence now. But anyway, so yeah, Danny's guitar and singing is really good. Now let's look at Alejandra. Alejandra, which I used to call L, and then like LA or whatever, and people gave me a hard time for that or whatever. So I'm just say Alejandra, and you know what? Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm talking about. All right. I didn't even know why I slid the road for the naysayers. Like, oh, you don't even get it right. But you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. Come on now. She is the pulse that drives the band's energy. I think she is. The bass's ability, Alejandra's ability to lock in with the drums, be able to lock in the drum, it creates a tight and powerful rhythm section that propels the music forward. Her ability to execute these cool bass lines that just hook you in. They ensnare you in this awesome bassness. It's just great. It's just great. The deep resonant tones. Yeah, deep resonant tones. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Or probably weren't expecting me to get into this level of detail here, right? But no, I mean this. The deep resonant tones of Alejandra's bass, it adds a richness. It adds a richness to the Warning sound, and I think it really gives them not only a full-bodied feel, but it gives them something to stand out. Like, I listen to a lot of bands on this channel, and there's only one The Warning. There's only one The Warning. Like, their sound, I don't hear from anyone else. Okay? All right. And part of that is because of the bass. Oh, what's going on there? Okay. Now, and if I haven't said this already, Alejandra's performance with the bass, it definitely gives the band a nice dynamic energy there. Very important. Now let's look at Paulina, or Pow, as she hits her drums there. Okay, very powerful. Pow is the heartbeat of the band. You have the heartbeat, and you have the pulse, and then you have the backbone. Like we got this all here, right? You got all three of these. Okay, you need all three of these. That's exactly what you need. But they're all important on their own. Pow is the heartbeat of the band. And I think her ability to play the drums seamlessly with precise timing, powerful strokes, I think she creates rhythms that are just both complex and driving here. And yeah, I mean, it's really good what she's able to do with the very drum patterns and keep the music exciting and fresh and unpredictable. All while at the same time be able to increase the intensity, like when needed. Oh, it's just so nice. I think Paulina's ability to maintain a high level energy throughout their performance is crucial to the band's dynamic presence. Now, all this is good, all on their own. But the magic is when you put it all together, right? Yeah. But there's something else there. While they're all good, and they're all good together, there's something else behind the energy here. Because all this is good. Don't get me wrong. But without the ability to work all this together to make a cohesive sound, which will catch and be stuck in people's minds with these memorable hooks, it will all fall flat. Right? I think the band has this amazing ability. To get together and create amazing music, which is part of why they're so good. But we got to ask, how are they able to do that? Like, what's going on with that? Now, I have listened to the band members. Like, you saw me. I've watched those videos. You've probably listened to them talk. I like how they talk together. They are sisters. They're very close. They present themselves as being very close. No, not a lot of families like that. Okay, they're very much a family. They're very much a Hispanic family. They're very close and they're tight with their family. It's very important to them. You could see that the way that they present themselves, the way they talk, and you can see it in the way they create their music. And I think that is like the heart of this. Okay? Like the heart of it is the band being able to get together, set aside their differences of the siblings, squabbling stuff. You know how it is with siblings. Like, you know how it is with siblings. I don't want to get in full detail here, but you know the sort of fights you had with your brother or with your sister, right? Yeah. Things got ugly at times, right? For real. Like, no one would really understand outside the context, right? And it didn't make sense screaming and yelling over who ate the last pudding or who stole your shoes or who wore the shirt or nonsense. Or it could be something serious, okay? But they're able to set that aside, and just work together. And they seem to have this ability to kind of know and figure out, like, kind of what the other person's doing, right? it sounds almost seamless, but it's kind of something that happens from siblings that are good enough to work together like that. And that's what you have here. But not just that, but you have a family that loves and supports them. That all coming together, maybe the core of this, maybe the heart of all this. It is the family that nurtures that, okay? That's what I think is going on here. Now, some of you guys might be like, no, that's not true. But I don't think any of you guys would say that. Because imagine this. What would the warning be if it wasn't for the family support? I don't think they would be a band. If it wasn't for the support from their family, I don't think they would do more than just one little show and that was it. Like if the family disagreed and didn't want to support them and try to stop it, it would be over. Right? Right. So that's why I think that while each member is very good at what they do, meaning, of course, what they play and their ability to come together and set aside their differences, right? Although it doesn't really, of course, siblings have differences. Like it's like if you know, you know, right? Right? They're able to come together and work together with that stuff and make amazing music and be supported by a loving family. And if you know about Queen of the Murder Scene, especially the writing process there, about how the dad was kind of involved in some way. All right, yeah, I remember that from listening to the girls there. You kind of wonder, like, how much of the support influences, right? Especially when you see on the road trips, you see the family all there, and then you find out later in some songs like K. Masquerades where like the mom wrote it and stuff. It's like, oh, okay, this is cool. And there's some families out there that like want to push their kids into the limelight for gain, financial gain. From what I've seen from the family, they seem to be loving and supporting and just still human, still have the human trait to them, the caring, compassionate side, That's so cool. That's what I think is the secret to the warning to energy. That's why I think it's the secret to why they still continue at times, even when things get tough. Because of that. Now, you could disagree. And I'll leave it here, and you can let me know in the comments section what you feel about this, right? Of course, it helps that all the members are good at what they do and our ability to quickly learn new skills and adapt that in and all that. But, I don't think I mentioned their love for music. That's also a big factor too, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But, yeah, I mean, I think, though, even with the love of music by itself, being able to play instruments and be able to work together, what does that do for you if you don't have the support to actually be a band? I said Danny was the foundation, right? Actually, the family's the foundation. It really is. All right. You guys let me know what you thought about this. And with that said, you guys take it easy and have a good one, man.